Right, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be starting probably the first episode of a series of a Honda restoration. I've been busy today doing a bit of stuff with the vehicle. As you can see, don't worry, there's axle stands under there as well. So I have basically been doing a bit of digging, a bit of poking, just to see what we're working with. And I think the last time I did a video on this car was a long time ago now. So yeah, but I have removed all this sound deadening in the front floors. We've revealed another hole down there, but that's nothing major, thankfully. It's still a hole, but it's nothing too bad compared to, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, same on this side, very common. I've also had a little rummage around the front chassis legs. They're not too bad inside. Probably just try and, you know, get some wax in there just to prevent any further corrosion. There's only really so much you can do in these in them small areas. You know, I don't really want to start having to cut out chassis legs and stuff like that if they're not completely rotten. It's just a tiny bit of surface, really. We all know the score with this side of the sill. That's just gonna all get, you know, removed, new metal put in, no questions asked. Been poking around here. Also, I have actually cleaned the wheel arches. I don't know if anyone noticed, but it's removed all of the underseal that someone's put on. Turns out they put underseal over underseal, so it's left all this silver original paint, you know, underseal sort of stuff. I've been poking at that for a bit. Turns out that is worse than it seems. It does go up to around here, you know, it goes all the way around sort of thing, but it goes along this, it was like a ridge on the bumper. I'm not going to take the bumper off and show you, but I can in fact show you on the inside. Right, so we look down here, you can see there's rust along that seam there. I was like thinking, hang on a minute, wait, why is this seam sealer like lifting up? Below and behold, that's the reason why. So yeah, you can see actually in there, the rust doesn't go too far up into the inner arch, but you can probably just see down there, that's where the opening is. That's where all the stones flick up, so no wonder, you know, no wonder it rotted out. Maybe thinking, what is this? Yeah, boot floor is also another area that needs doing. So yeah, so what I have done for this is I have basically got all the sound deadening removed, which was an absolute ball ache to say the least. Yeah, so that's all removed. I have got a new cutout coming for this, which is fantastic. We all like cutouts because they're a lot easier to weld in than having to fabricate new metal for a floor, for a boot floor or something. It's got all the details in it and such, and all the holes for the grommets, and also most importantly it has this, which, you know, this one's seen better days, so we won't be reusing that. Bit of a souvenir, I suppose, to remind you that the boot was rotten. But yeah, probably just, I don't know, the bloke has kindly cut out from around here to around there, just to oversize it, just to make sure that I've got enough, you know, to pop in if I need to, if I find any other bits and bobs. Because there's a bit of the patch of rust doesn't look too bad on this side, but underneath it extends to around about here, around there. So the issues with these boots is that they fill up with water, they sit in the bottom, it gets in between there, rots that out and just spreads outwards. So Yeah, and it doesn't help with grommet holes either. I hate metal grommets because water gets underneath them, the rust, and ugh. Thankfully Honda used a lot of rubber ones. Like with stuff like this, like access points to, you know, wax things with. This bit here would be to go into the cross member underneath where all the lower control arms bolts are. So you can just literally take these off, get your wax injected into there, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a nice protected cross member. Same goes for this here. This is your those are your chassis legs for the rear. So it's all nice and like accessible at the back. Probably have to like cut that sound deadening out just to get into that one, but yeah, you can see there's like a grommet there underneath. I don't know why Honda did that. Why couldn't they just put the hole there instead? Blows my mind. Oh well, it's probably a bad fitment at the factory, because there is like a circle cut out there already. It is literally a shed on wheels at the minute, this car. It's just, you know, storing stuff that isn't really for the car as such. Yet again, we've got more access points here for stuff like that. I don't know if you can see in there, that actually looks pretty clean. Bloody hell. I've seen a lot worse. What's this one like? Yeah, it looks like it's already got cavity wax in there, but that doesn't mean to say that we're not going to put new in. Here is that cutout that I've got. It does need some tidying up doing to it. I'm not actually going to put it on like this. Can do that one-handed. Here we go. Yeah, so this was cut off as MGZS. We all know the MGZS Rover 45 is literally the same body, so you don't have to worry about Honda tax for bits and bobs. So yeah, this is going to be the new panel going in. I'm not going to put it in like that. I'm going to get it sandblasted, make sure there's no rust on there whatsoever, and then literally just cut out the existing panel on the car, slot it in. The lower side, as you can see, it's solid, but it does have surface corrosion. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably just going to get them to cut that out, because, you know, it's a sill and I really want to make sure that the sill is good and proper and nice and solid. But yeah, another look at the wheel arches. They're pretty clean, to say the least. I've literally just been picking away at the seatbelt anchorage to make sure that ain't rotten either, and it's good. Fuel filler neck's looking a bit crispy on there, but I think it should be alright. Hopefully there's no holes. I thought I did see a hole, however it was just a bit of rust. But we're all good. Those are knackered. I'm going to have a lot of fun taking them out. Oh god. But yeah, the main thing is getting the welding done first. So I need to get that panel for the boot. We've got a whole side in the shed. We've also got that just in case. Another side. We've got two arches there now for the same side. Now we've also got a bit of a sill here, which is the lower sill. However, the shape of it is shite, to say the least. If the guys at the Rover 200-400 Club are watching, I have a Rover 45 ZS in a wheel arch for the rear, cut out for if they want to replicate that. so I'll take that down to probably Longbridge or something and give it to him if I need it. If I ain't got one already, I'm sure they'll do something with that, because I don't need that one. Right, so yeah, what I mean is by this is the fitment's terrible. If I'll just show you. So if you look at the shape of this sill, right, and the shape of the repair, I mean, I know I'm complaining, but it's just a bit of a really a bad panel really. As you can see, I don't know why there's a massive lip. I've got no idea why there's a massive lip here. So yeah, it's a really bad panel. I was really contemplating on bloody making it myself, because that is just pants really. I've been busy doing other things, and I'll show you what I mean. But before I do show you, actually, you'd expect the backside of this sill to be rotten, wouldn't you? Right? With it been sat on grass for 10 years. Well, I was amazed. I found a shocking discovery. I've been chiselling away at the horrible gunky underseal, removing it with some Autoglim tar remover. Not sponsored, by the way, but Autoglim do good products, really good stuff for cleaning your cars and such. But I mean, this is underneath the car. I don't think I've shown you guys. It's not too bad really, is it? I've seen a lot bloody worse, to be fair. But yeah, look at this. I'm absolutely astonished at how clean this back end is here on the sill. I haven't scraped all of it off, as you can probably see. There's still bits of black, which is the underseal. And there's a big hole there. It's funny, innit? Massive rot hole, clean metal here. As you can see, look, there's no bubbling whatsoever. It's just, there's a bit of blistering behind the seams and such, but really for a 20, what, how old is it now, S-Reg? It's getting on. I would have expected to see a lot more rot, a lot more surface rust underneath that underseal, but no, it's still got the original primer and everything. I mean, look up there, it's amazing. I don't know what that is, but look, spot welds, look at that. You can see them clearly without having to, you know, it's just really good. That's the jacking point there. Bit of surface corrosion on that. Give it a good clean up. I mean, you could even, if you really wanted to, drill the spot welds out and remove it and clean up behind it, if you really wanted to. But yeah, I'm so glad that that is as clean as it is. Yeah, that's really nice to see. That is a big worry off my shoulders, because I've seen many pictures of the same area and it's just completely gone through at the back here. Like the rust goes from here and it goes all the way up there. This is literally non-existent. It starts to rot out this here. And people have said that these bolts are an absolute nightmare to remove. I removed one on that side, came out straight away. So it's quite lucky, thank God. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. Even that chassis leg there had underseal on it. It's all got underseal at the back, nothing at the front, you can tell. It's different type. But yeah, this stuff, look, underneath that, I just peeled that bit off earlier. Fresh primer. boss. We're in the good books. Nice and solid. Apart from various bits. So we're on the road to getting the welding doing. Might take, I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, and we'll see how it goes. I do finish my degree in May, so after that hopefully we can start finishing off, getting all the funds together and such, and it can go in for the repairs that I needed, which hopefully we don't find any more. I think I found the majority of the rust. I've listed it and documented it and showed them what needs doing to the car, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Got the sill, which can be fabricated. You know, that bit can probably just be cut off, whatever. We've got the wheel arch, got a whole side panel for the sill and the wheel arch, because the factory panel will be a lot better than the aftermarket, of course. So we've got a new old stock genuine panel, we've got a sill, we've got cutouts. I think we're doing all right. So yeah, it's not too bad really. I would have thought it would have been a lot worse, but hey, once the welding's done, we'll be doing a lot of videos getting all this crap off and rebuilding it all, and etc, etc, getting it looking nice underneath and ready for shows. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be ready for next year. So yeah, thanks for watching the part 1 of this long series that I'll probably end up doing. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Probably 50 parts, knowing me. But yeah, that's it I think. I'm just waffling on now.